Good evening and welcome to the 2023 Scholastic Honors Night. Tonight is an opportunity to recognize and celebrate many of our outstanding seniors and their accomplishments in our classrooms, on our stages and athletic arenas, and for their contributions to our school and community. Before we get started, I would like to recognize Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Derek Folin, and School Committee Clerk, Ms. Laura Arbolino. Thank you both for joining us, and you'll get some remarks from them a little bit later. I also want to thank our two assistant principals, Dr. Nick Fitzgerald and Mr. Derek Small, all of our department chairs who put so much thought and consideration into selecting tonight's recipients. It is not an easy process when there are so many deserving students to choose from. Also, a huge thank you goes to our administrative assistants, Ms. Michelle Crosby, Ms. Ann Murray, Ms. Heather Sullivan, and a very special thank you to Ms. Colleen Brown, who worked tirelessly to prepare the awards and program for tonight's event. Colleen, on behalf of all of us, thank you. I'd also like to take a moment to welcome the families that are with us tonight. I hope this evening fills you with pride, joy, and a sense of fulfillment. These amazing students would not be where they are without your care, encouragement, and I am sure plenty of patience along the way. Congratulations to you all. But most importantly, this evening is about the class of 2023. We are here to properly honor you, celebrate your accomplishments, and recognize the many lasting contributions you've made to Canton High School, the Canton Public Schools, and your community. At this point, let's get on with the evening, and please join me in welcoming Superintendent of Schools, Derek Folin.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Thank you, Principal Sperling, Assistant Principal Small, Assistant Principal Fitzgerald, CHS staff, School Committee, especially Ms. Arbolita, who is speaking this evening, and to all of our department leaders and coordinators and presenters. And most importantly, on behalf of the district, congratulations to all of our students and families. In the district, we adopted the mantra of being champions of excellence. Tonight, we recognize your excellence in a wonderful way as you truly exemplify the mantra. Tonight is about academic achievement. You have distinguished yourself as dynamic learners and incredible representatives in the Canton Public Schools. Tonight's ceremony is so much more than that. We're celebrating your journey as a young adult and a student, how you have ignited passion in certain areas, demonstrated leadership, and dedicated yourself to the service of others. You have truly distinguished yourself. Your journey is really the culmination of your many relationships and learning with your educators at every grade level, whether it was in Canton or another school district. We thank every educator and staff along the way, the role models, mentors, coaches, advisors, and the family support. They all played a role, and if you could, a round of applause to thank all of them. Thank you. We absolutely love schools, and school communities provide this amazing culture and environment where you can be you. At every twist and turn, you emerge stronger and you grew. and you achieved at a high level. We hope that Canton Public Schools inspired you because you inspired all of us. We are so proud of you. Congratulations. It's now my pleasure to invite and welcome school committee member Laura Arbolito to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. I am so proud and humbled to be here with you. I want to congratulate you on behalf of the school committee and on behalf of the community of Canton. You're moving on, and whatever your journey will come, you have made us proud, and you will continue to make us proud for us, for your families, and for the community at large. So thank you. I am here to celebrate you, and I'm very proud to be here on behalf of the school committee. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'd now at this point like to recognize two of our National Merit Scholarship commended students. These students received official citations earlier this year, but we felt like it was a very worthwhile distinction and we wanted to recognize them again tonight. The National Merit Scholarship Corporation recognitions are based on PSAT scores from over 1.5 million students each year, and only the top 50,000 scores are entered into the review process. From there, only 34,000 students receive commended status. We are proud to announce our two commended students for the class of 2023, Matthew Lesser and Leopold McMullen. Please come up to the Leopold couldn't make it, but there's Matt. We'll see him again throughout the evening, I'm sure. I'd like to now introduce Mr. Derek Follen again with the second award.
Thank you, Mrs. Sperling. As the superintendent of Canton Public Schools, it is my honor and privilege to announce the recipient of the Massachusetts Association of School Superintendents, the MASS Certificate of Academic Excellence. When considering candidates, MASS advises superintendents to consider a student's academic performance and standing in the class and the amazing impact the student has had beyond the classroom. This year's recipient simply exemplifies excellence in achievement and personal approach. Described as authentic, dedicated, true to her values and a leader, she is an academic rock star and a pillar of the Canton school community. Poised and compassionate, this senior has achieved at the highest level in numerous advanced placement classes during a rigorous career with a relentless curiosity. She is a guiding and thoughtful voice in the classroom. She has an absolute love of math and served as a member of the math team for all 4 years. Most recently, this senior has developed a passion for science that inspires her career aspirations. She attended a week-long STEM symposium over last April break, was selected to do stem cell research at Boston Children's Hospital for a week over the summer, and was chosen to participate in a 2-week program at the Harvard Medical School, learning what it takes to be a doctor. Pretty impressive. Her sense of humor and ability to build sincere relationships only adds to her passionate presence. She's a member of the Character Crew, Student Council, PRISM, National Honor Society, and many other honor societies, Link Leader, Science Team, Poetry Club. She has participated in track and field, soccer, basketball, and cross country. The resume is beyond impressive, but the person, well, she is simply amazing, just an incredible young adult in person. For all these accomplishments and more, I'm proud to announce Rose Giglio as a recipient. It's my pleasure to introduce Trish Palmer and Rebecca Ashley to announce the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards.
Following students have been recognized with regional Scholastic Art or Writing Awards for the state of Massachusetts. The Scholastic Art and Writing Awards were founded in 1923. It is the longest-running awards competition in the country for creative teams, with submissions judged by the following 3 categories: originality, technical skill, and emergence of a personal voice or vision. Students receiving awards join the many notable artists and writers who also received these awards as teenagers. These include artists such as Andy Warhol, Ken Burns, and Zach Posen, and writers Stephen King, Sylvia Plath, and most recently, Amanda Gorman. There are 3 levels of awards presented at the regional level: Gold Key, Silver Key, and Honorable Mention. All work receiving Gold Key awards move on to the national competition. This evening, we'd like to recognize the following students for receiving Scholastic Art or Writing Awards. Caitlin O'Sullivan received a Silver Key for the photograph Raid. Her photograph, Lost Slippers. Molly Gwoski received an honorable mention for her photograph, Cool Lights. Rachel Pereira received a Silver Key for her memoir entitled Monopero. I think Rachel might not be here, so we'll hold on to this for her. Sadie Gugliotta received a Silver Key for her poem entitled Garden of Deception. Emily Kelly received an honorable mention for her poem In Between Worlds. And Kelly Woodworth received an honorable mention for her trilogy of poems, It Takes Two, Song of Myself, and Ode to Regret. I'd now like to present 2 awards for students who received work that was submitted to a juried art competition. This competition is called the Emerging Young Artists Exhibition. This winter, the College of the Visual and Performing Arts at the University of Massachusetts in Dartmouth hosted a highly competitive annual high school juried art exhibition to recognize the exceptional merit of art students from high school art programs in New England. The Emerging Young Artist 2023 juried exhibition received submissions from 591 young artists, from which the juror, the CVPA's Dean Lawrence Jenkins, selected 120 works for the exhibition. Congratulations to the Canton High School students whose work was accepted into this juried exhibition. They are Olivia Schnock for her digital art entitled Stress, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention that this is the second year that Olivia's work was included in this exhibition, which is really exciting. And our second piece went to Carolyn Yee for her jewelry design entitled Cherry Blossoms. And I'd like to now introduce Mr. Ed McDonough, who will be presenting the Canton Community Television Awards.
Our first award goes to a pair of brothers, that's Larry brothers. They can come forward. They're given an award for sports journalism. John for being a producer, not just working with Nick, but throughout the year, he does our Eye in the Sky program, our 3-camera shoots that are broadcast from Canton Community Television, and has mentored a lot of young people coming up along the way. So big congratulations to John. And Nick is a phenomenal journalist. He's already interviewing people well beyond Canton High School. Recent interview was with Tim Haggerty, a Canton grad who's a AAA sports journalist. He's an author, and Nick zoomed him into our studio and has done some 5 interviews. And it's also done a ton of sportscasting course. So I'd like to congratulate both of them. Our next award is for color commentary. This young man I first met in 5th grade. He toured our studio. He has such enthusiasm today. He covered lacrosse and didn't know the sport, but you wouldn't know it by his vocal intonation and his willingness to do the best possible job. And boy, if you ever hear him cover a sport he knows well, he sounds like a professional. Mr. Dylan. Our next person is noted for his play-by-play commentary. He often works with Dylan or Nick. This young man, he is on fire. It's like turning a switch on and he becomes electric when he's behind the microphone. Mr. Will Santos. I don't know if Will can make it tonight, so we're going to move on. Our next person is studio skills. Everybody can stand in the mountain achievement, plant their flag, but there's people holding them up to make it happen. And this young man is recognized for seeing the little things that need to be done so other people can be successful. Mr. Liam Conley. Our next young man is already consulting. He actually owns his own 3-camera setup. He's been doing it since he's been in middle school. The cable company recently was trying to wire something up, and he gave them some advice, and I got the message back. That's the same advice the engineer gave us. So he's already doing engineering as a freshman. He's a phenomenal, enthusiastic individual. Every day after school and every morning before school, he's on my doorway asking questions. We'll see a lot of this young man going forward. Mr. Peter Hurry. He started this project earlier this year, and he actually was part of it. He's the manager of the hockey team, Matt Mead. Matt did a documentary, a phenomenal documentary on our tradition of excellence in hockey, heading to the Garden this year. And he called it Boys to Men. And he researched photos of kids when they're first learning how to skate, or they're with their buds when they're 10 years old, and then he'd dissolve it into them today, and they had some great interviews on it. It's going to be upcoming in the next month on Canton Community Television. A big round of applause for Matthew. Our next young man is a keystone that makes things happen. In our Eye in the Sky show, we have 2 cameras on the floor. The one you have to rely on is the one behind the wide shot. Constantly getting the action. The tech director's kind of, gee, the shot doesn't look right, it's tight, we have to move away from it. This one has to be right, and it always is when Ahmad is on the case. Ahmad, show up. The next trio is recognized by not just a local organization, but an international one, the Kids International Film Festival. These 3 gentlemen wrote, produced, and submitted a film to a festival circuit, and it was accepted and showed this past fall. And it's a phenomenal film about the stresses of testing, high-stakes testing, and it's called Stacked. And I'd like to congratulate Dan Glamad, Bradley Perlman, and Charlie Smith. This next pair of people follow a great tradition. People who have earned this award before them. One of them is now at ABC News. One of them is administrative assistant to Lionsgate, actually just moved over to Disney in the same position. Another is just entered college, and she's studying to be a prosthetic engineer. These people have to deal with details. They have to deal with masses of people. They have to coordinate our entire student body. They produced our book this year. So I'd like to recognize the director and her more than capable assistant who really took care of a lot of the details that helped make it happen. Michaela Costello and Tara. This segment of the Canton Community Television Awards. Our next person up is Catherine Exersley, who will be presenting National Performing Arts Awards.
The National Choral Award. The National School Choral Award is the highest honor for high school choral performers. It recognizes the dedication and musical achievement of choral students. Throughout her time at Canton High School, she has been in chorus all 4 years. She has been the section leader for the soprano section. She always sings her part confidently. Every time I have looked at her singing in the last 4 years, every time, she has had the biggest smile on her face. as a teacher that makes everything worth it. Even through COVID, she had her camera on, and you could see her passion for music as she sang at home. She has sang in the musicals and performed countless shows, talent shows, coffee houses, listening lunches, senior district festivals, and more. She has performed with the a cappella club. She embodies a passion for choral music and sharing her gift with the community. We are so pleased to present the National Choral Award to Laura Wall. The John Philip Sousa Award is the pinnacle of achievement in a high school band. Introduced in 1955 to honor the top student in the high school band, the John Philip Sousa Band Award recognizes superior musicianship and outstanding dedication. This student has been one of the most versatile and skilled musicians during his time at CHS. The tuba functions as a foundation of the band and the instrument that informs much of how everyone else plays their parts. It requires a good ear, confident musicianship, serves as an unsung hero of the group, and undoubtedly the quiet leader of the band. All of these requirements make the tuba the perfect instrument for this young man. He started his CHS band experience as a saxophonist and recently was able to rejoin the sax section as a member of the Drama Club's Pit Orchestra. He is also a music mentor for our summer camp, a member of the Canton Pops, and the Tri-M Music Honors National Honor Society. We are happy to present the John Philip Sousa Award to David Chapin. To recognize excellence in playing and contributions to the ensemble. This student has developed into a consistent and effective leader in the Canton Public Schools Performing Arts Department through her dedication, preparation, talent, and growth mindset. In times when students are pulled in many directions, she prioritized being a member of the orchestra, which allowed her to grow into the role of assistant viola section leader. She is willing to take risks and often leads by example in class by volunteering to play an improvised solo or leading class warm-up activities. She plays with passion, works to improve, and can always be counted on to be doing the right thing to make the group better. She has also spent time mentoring our young string players at the GMS and has shown great dedication to service through music. In addition to her role in the CHS Orchestra, she is a member of the Canton Pops, co-president of the Tri-M National Honor Society. The National School Orchestra Award is presented to Emma Massey.
This is the third year in which our high school is participating in the Seal of Biliteracy. It is a state award that is given to students who attain high proficiency in English and a partner language. This year, we have 16 students who have qualified for the Seal of Biliteracy, two of whom have qualified with the Seal of Distinction. The 4 languages that we have been able to have this year are Russian, Mandarin, French, and Spanish. And now I will start with the first award. The first award is for the Seal of Illiteracy with distinction. And the people that have qualified for this are 2 students in the senior class, one of whom took the AP exam in Mandarin and the Apple exam in Spanish. At this time, I'd like to recognize Matthew Lesser for Spanish, Seal with distinction. Our second award recipient is Zoe Zhu. Congratulations, Zoe, for Chinese language. Our next award recipient is for now we have our 14 recipients for the Seal of Biliteracy. Our first recipient is for French, and that's Jad Atoun. For Spanish, Nicholas Brooks. For Spanish, Álvaro Sison. For Spanish, David Cheatham. For Spanish, Noah Doherty. For Spanish, Rose Giglio. For Spanish, Michaela Gomes. For Spanish, Keith Hannon Jr. For Spanish, Leah Joseph. For Spanish, Allison Long. For Spanish, Abigail Martin. For Russian, Eva Morisova. For Spanish, Nadira Simon. And for Spanish, Kelly Woodward. I just want to say one final word. We recognize the importance of being biliterate. These students achieved a high level in English and Spanish. And as part of the state award, we encourage students at these levels to be able to use these languages not only in the workforce, but in their lives. And part of the award is a voucher for students to enter the field of education, and they would be able to take the Mass Teacher Licensure test for free. So we just encourage all of you to continue to use your language skills. Congratulations. Thank you.
The next award is the Massachusetts School Administrators Association Microphone Stability Award, Student Achievement Award. The Massachusetts School Administrators Association Achievement Award is presented to a student who has demonstrated excellence in their academic course of study and their chosen extracurricular activities. This particular student has made positive and lasting contributions to many facets of Canton High School and truly captures our Champions of Excellence ideals. She is among one of the top students in the class academically and has assumed leadership roles in many student organizations, including National Honor Society, as well as our Math, Science, and Spanish Honor Societies, Student Wellness Advisory Group, Canton Character Crew, Link Leaders, Best Buddies in Unified Sports, as well as serving as a Best Buddies mentor, Community Service Club, a 4-year member and senior captain of the girls soccer team, a 3-year member and senior captain of our track and field team, 2-year member and senior manager of our girls basketball team, and the list goes on. She recently participated or is concluding her participation in an externship with the Matt Light Foundation, and I have no doubt this remarkable young woman will continue her service and commitments at Providence College next fall. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient of the Massachusetts School Administrators Association Student Achievement Award, Christina Key. Next, I'd like to recognize our Hockomock League Scholar Athletes. So we had a league-wide banquet about a week ago where all the schools in the Hockomock League were able to bring their scholar athletes together for dinner and a reception. So they've received their plaques already, but I think it's worth mentioning tonight. The Hockomock League Scholar Athlete Awards were presented early this month at the league banquet, and the awards are presented to student athletes that excel in their academics, athletic participation, sportsmanship, leadership, and citizenship. The first recipient for us this year was Sierra Abbott. Sierra has been a leader and key contributor in both field hockey and lacrosse, and has served as a captain for both sports this year. Sierra will be attending the University of Richmond in the fall. Our second recipient is Matt Lesser. Matt is also a dual sport athlete in both football and baseball. Matt served as captain this fall and is a consistent leader on the baseball team. Matt will be attending Boston College in the fall. Matt and Sierra, I'm not sure if she was here, but please stand for a quick round of applause. We can see you out there. Next, I'd like to ask the following students to please join me on stage. We can just kind of line up here, single file. Ashton Institute, Carson Eagles, Keith Hannon, Julius Hicks, Han Hom, Maeve Howard, Nathan Levis, Ariana Pierre, Julian Prentice, and Enoch Ty. Please come on up. The Principal Service and Leadership Awards are presented to seniors that have exhibited leadership, resiliency, and character throughout their time at Canton High School. Each of these students has added their own unique and valued contributions to our community. These students have varied interests and commitments, but have all left a positive impact in their own way. Some through academic achievements, others for their involvement in our music, art, and extracurricular programs, and others on the athletic fields and ice, track, courts, and for simply being authentic and kind individuals. Each has forged their own path through Canton High School and will continue to represent their community proudly after graduation. Please join me in congratulating these deserving seniors. I'd like to introduce our two assistant principals for the Citizenship Awards.
Thank you. If the following seniors would please come up to the stage and form a line like we just did. Sierra Abbott, Leah Cohen, Jesse Duhame, Rosalind Brady, Keith Hannon, Han Hom, Griffin Hughes, Emily Kelly, Audrey Cohen, Francesca Lamprinelli, Leanna Lamprinelli, Ashley Factor, Emma Mashee, Abigail Martin, Shannon McGrain, Joanna Vigini, and Charlie Vaughn. Please join us. Canton High School has a long-standing tradition of service to the community and has an important component of comprehensive high school experience. There are students who go above and beyond the service expectations, and their commitment to giving back to the community is truly remarkable. We are proud to recognize their efforts in the area of community service tonight. Please join me in congratulating these outstanding students as the recipients of this year's Canton High School Citizenship Awards.
this time, I'd like to welcome Ms. Heidi Klumping to present a very special scholarship to one of our distinguished seniors.
Good evening. My name is Heidi Kumpa, and I'm a Park Scholar from the class of 2013. I want to congratulate the class of 2023, as well as the teachers, family, and staff here tonight. I am delighted to recognize Abby Martin for her selection as a member of the Park Scholarships class of 2027 at North Carolina State University. Abby, would you please join me on stage? The Park Scholarships programs range exceptional students to NC State based on outstanding accomplishments and potential in scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Abby has displayed all of these qualities in her leadership positions with the yearbook, newspaper, and New York data, as well as her work with the Bistream Travel Clothing Resale, the Mana Project, the Letter Project, and the Greening Week Foundation. Park Scholarships are 4-year awards valued at $116,000 for North Carolina residents and $213,000 for out-of-state students. This investment from the Charitable Park Foundation prepares our students to make lifelong contributions to the university, state, nation, and the world. As one of only 40 students chosen from over 3,400 applicants, we are excited to welcome you, Abby, to the Wolfpack family. Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations, Abby. That's extremely impressive. At this time, we're going to transition the presentation to the Ralph Clough Departmental Awards. Ralph Clough served for over 30 years at Canton High School as a math teacher, basketball coach, and vice principal. Mr. Clough demanded the best from his students and instilled his values in so many graduates over the years. His expectations were simple: come prepared and engage in a full day of learning. These students have exemplified Mr. Clough's values and those of the Canton High School community. They have invested in their learning, shown academic curiosity, and maintained a commitment to lifelong learning. I would now like to welcome Ms. Tricia Palmer back to the stage to present her awards on behalf of the Visual Arts Department.
First, we have the Ralph Clough Award for Studio Art. The student is well-versed in a variety of artistic media. While at Canton High School, she has taken and excelled in many 2D and 3D courses. She's a thoughtful artist who constantly reflects on her own practice, takes creative risks with her work, and explores new materials. She is a driven and highly self-motivated student, and it shows in her excellent AP Art and Design portfolio submission. Her artwork was featured in this year's Artists in Bloom Community Exhibition and at the Artist Studio and Gallery at Patriot Place. The student will be attending Massachusetts College of Art in the fall, where she plans to study industrial design. Congratulations, Liana Naji. You are this year's recipient for the Ralph Clough Award for Studio Art. The Ralph Clough Award for 2D Design. The student has the innate ability to make her creations look effortless. Her work is creative, deliberate, and always fully developed. She remains humble while discussing her art, but the work she produces highlights her creative artistry. The student has taken a number of art classes here at Canton High School, and her natural abilities in the area of 2D design are truly noteworthy. She plans to attend the University of Massachusetts in Lowell this fall. Congratulations, Catherine Malloy, you are this year's recipient of the Ralph Clough Award for 2D. The Ralph Clough Award for 3D Design. This student has demonstrated that she possesses a blossoming creative ability in courses across the entire visual arts department. and her talents working in our 3D studio classes have set her apart from her peers. She is a creative force whose artwork is always developed and impressive. This year, her work was included in the Massachusetts Art Education Association's statewide Youth Art Month exhibit and in the Artists in Bloom community exhibit. She plans to attend the University of New Haven in the fall. Congratulations, Michaela Cruz, who are this year's recipient for the Ralph Buff Award for 3D Design. The Ralph Buff Award for Photography. The student has made a home in the visual arts department and has excelled in every class she has taken. In her photography work, this student is always thoughtful about how she connects to chosen technique with her personal ideas. She is unassuming by nature, and likewise, her work often includes intricacies that could be missed if you don't take the time to look. She is a dedicated artist who is able to translate ideas between artistic mediums. Her work always has a clearly developed artistic vision, and her AP Art and Design portfolio is a testament to this commitment to her developing her ideas and her craft. This year, her work was shown in the Massachusetts Art Education statewide Youth Art Month exhibit and at the Artists Gallery at Patriot Place. This fall, she will be attending Parsons School of Design in New York City, where she intends to study interior design. Congratulations, Elise Murphy, you are this year's recipient for the Ralph Buff Award. Present the next award.
The Ralph Buff Award for video production is given to a young man. These two credentials alone would have been impressive. A past director of Ryan Sky, an International Film Festival recipient. Those are pretty impressive credentials. But I'm in awe of what this man does. He spends hours coordinating an international team of open source game developers. They have 1.2 million Twitter followers. They take this game, and quite frankly, don't have my mind fully around it, and they modify it in ways that make the performance better, the visual experience better, and coordinate a realm of followers that seek out their modifications that make that gameplay more impressive and more interesting. Regularly, they host contests with their followers, and they have an incredible engagement rate that's fivefold over what Twitter says is impressive. I would like to congratulate Mr. Daniel or Tian Samad. Come on, Dan, come on down. Next, Ms. Rebecca.
Good evening, everyone. This year's Ralph Buff Award for English goes to a young woman with a true passion for literature and writing. She is enrolled in just about every English course and elective available during her time at CHS, and she chose to take both AP Literature and AP Language. This student loves to read and write and is especially passionate about poetry. The student was described by her English teachers as quietly hilarious, friendly, and able to uplift you if you're having a bad day. She was called a literary enthusiast, a joy to teach, and just funny. While many students demonstrate their appreciation for literature through coursework and pleasure reading, this student took her passion and curiosity a step further with a friend's trip to Concord to see some literary landmarks, including Louisa May Alcott's house. You can read all about her literary adventure in the article she published in Spectrum, the school newspaper. But literary landmarks are not the student's only form of entertainment. She is, in fact, an expert on a different kind of writer than Alcott, a writer for a new era who, like Alcott, celebrates the strength of young women, albeit while dancing on stage in sequins, sparkly cowboy boots, and purple faux fur. She is, as one teacher notes, an expert on all things Taylor Swift. Whether visiting Alcott's house, singing along to Midnights, or writing a poem for class, tonight's award winner embraces the power of words. Kelly Woodworth is the 2023 Ralph Clough recipient for English. Congratulations. Dr. Meredith Chamberlain, Director of Counseling, grades 6 through 12, to present the Counseling Awards.
The Ralph Clough Award recipient for the Counseling Department is intelligent, funny, introspective, strong, and creative. But more than all of that, she is one of the most resilient people. She hopes to study design or merchandising in college, wants to be able to grow as an artist, and throw herself into a creative environment. High school has been challenging for her, as she has had to navigate situations outside of school that were so far from typical and unlike the experiences of her peers. She has handled everything that has been thrown her way with grace. This student has become independent and self-reliant long before she should have had to be. Because of her strength and perseverance, Jenny Koulibaly is this year's Ralph Clough recipient for counseling. And now I welcome Don DeBoyd, Mathematics Department Chair.
The Mathematics Award goes to a student who has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to pursue mathematical excellence. Mathematics, as we know, can be an intricate and challenging subject that requires dedication, perseverance, and deep passion for problem solving. Our recipient this evening embodies all these qualities and more. This student has also been an inspiration to their peers, fostering a love for mathematics and encouraging others to embrace the subject. Their humility, patience, and willingness to help others have made them a respected figure among their classmates and teachers alike. It is with great pleasure and a genuine honor to present the Mathematics Award to Maddie Wesson.
The first Clough Award goes to a talented band student. This student has been a member of the Performing Arts Department for all 4 years of his high school career. He is a quiet leader and has proven himself to be an extremely versatile member of our community, playing both flute and percussion. In addition to being a band member, he is also a member of the Tri-M National Honor Society, Kent Pops, served as a music mentor at our summer camp, and most recently played a prominent role in our pit orchestra for Little Shop of Horrors. The 2023 Clough Award for Band goes to Cameron Siu. performing arts all throughout his time at Canton High School. He is incredibly talented, performing at senior district festivals, SAMSPA festivals, and all-state festivals, singing at Symphony Hall last year. He has been a member of the chorus all 4 years, a cappella club president. He has been a soloist at concerts, starred in CHS drama shows and musicals, is a member of the Trident Music Honor Society. I'm happy to announce this year's Clef Award to Atlas Karambar. The third Clef Award goes to a talented drama student. This student has been an active member of the drama department since their freshman year, working on the costumes crew and then moving onto the stage. She has been a shining star in many of our productions, such as Grease, Romeo and Juliet, and Little Shop of Horrors. She was also an officer this year and did a wonderful job leading our group with her upbeat, positive energy. She is super encouraging towards her peers and makes everyone feel welcome and included. She works very hard in everything she does and has made a great impact on our department. She has grown so much as a performer in person, and we are going to miss her greatly next year. I'm so pleased to present this award to Amanda Calamari. Next up is Erica Fitzgerald presenting for Science, Engineering, and Technology.
Good evening. The Clough Award for Science goes to a student for whom science comes naturally. A scientist is defined as someone who systematically gathers and utilizes research and evidence to gain and share understanding and knowledge. This sentence perfectly embodies this year's recipient. The student has demonstrated the ability to think like a scientist in biology, chemistry, and physics at the AP level. The student strives to learn all the intricacies of a topic rather than simply memorize the key concepts. She's an extremely bright, conscientious, and dedicated student, as well as a highly compassionate learner, always ready to help her fellow classmates. I've not had the privilege of having this person as a student, so I'm going to use the words of some of our teachers. Ms. Stang said that she had the pleasure of having the student twice, and in both classes she wowed me on day one and never relented. The student comes instantly to mind when I think of scientific excellence. She's inquisitive, insightful, and committed to advancing her understanding and her education. She's utterly diligent and focused in her work, and even though science comes to her as naturally as breathing, she tackles any problem and any challenge with enthusiasm, and it's no accident her peers recognize her as a leader and a resource. Her skills, aptitude, and knowledge are truly exceptional. I have the utmost respect for her power of her intellect. She's just awesome. Ms. Rousseau, her physics teacher, said she's a traditional example of an exemplary student. Focused, works hard, but seems to have a natural aptitude for math and physics. She's particularly great at integrating different concepts and mathematical tools and figuring out how to use them to handle complicated problems. She's extremely generous with her time because as the student who usually understands the material most quickly, she tends to take on a teaching role. She's really great at explaining things to her classmates. This student truly embodies the spirit of the Ralph Clough Award for Science with endless enthusiasm for learning in the sciences. We are so proud to recognize the hard work and dedication the student has put in, and we can't wait to see what she does at the collegiate level next year at Harvard as a biochemistry major. I'd like to offer to, it's with great pleasure that I name the recipient of the Science Award, Nadira Simon. The Ralph Clough Award for Engineering goes to innovative, hardworking, and dedicated. Since freshman year, he's been a key contributor to our robotics program. His work on the team exemplifies his range and breadth from computer programming to design and building, driving, training, and leading. His student has done it all. Through it all, he has shown himself to be a creative problem solver and a team player. This year, he particularly shone as a mentor, team captain, and designer. He helped organize and run and mentored 3 teams at the middle school and was a key member in running a scrimmage for the Galvin teams and 2 Canton qualifier competitions. He led the design team for the Canton Robo-Dogs and made sure our qualifiers and scrimmages were organized, staffed, and served as a field inspector and troubleshooter. His physics teacher stated that she's taught him physics for 2 years and his grasp of physical concepts is one of the best. He's extremely enthusiastic and always interested in talking through and solving interesting problems. He's a quick thinker and the ability to understand abstract concepts is top-notch. This student embodies the spirit of the Ralph Clough Award for Engineering with endless enthusiasm for learning. We're proud to recognize the hard work and dedication this student has shown, and we can't wait to see what he does at Tufts studying engineering next year. Congratulations, Ryan McLean.
This year's social studies recipient made a mark right from the beginning, on the first day of school in 9th grade. World history teacher Micah Roman noticed the student was welcoming and reaching out to another student who was brand new to Canton. So impressed was Mr. Roman that he sent an email home on the first day of school just to celebrate the good citizenship, something he had never done before. In 10th grade, the infamous hybrid year, this student was in Mr. Chamberlain's entrepreneurship class. Despite the challenges of the environment, the student took in so much from this course, she has started her own business on Poshmark and is still thriving today. In 11th grade, this student took both AP US History and AP European History. This has only been ever done once before. Even the College Board doesn't want you to do this because they scheduled the tests on the same day at the same time, thinking, no one's going to take those. And yet this student excelled in both classes, though she did have to do the makeup version because even the finalists can't take 2 tests at the same time. In 12th grade, the student took and excelled in AP Psychology, completing the department's AP offerings. What is so striking about this student is that through all these accolades and accomplishments, there is a genuine humility. This student is what I term a quiet genius, someone who takes in everything and spins out something new, creative, and thoughtful. As we learned earlier, this student won the Art Scholarship and will be attending NC State this fall on a full scholarship. And it is my honor to announce that the Ralph Clough Award for Social Studies goes to Abigail Martin. Now for our next award, our K-12 Wellness Coordinator, Coach Adam Hughes.
Good evening. On behalf of the Canton Wellness Department, I'm honored to be here to present our awards for this evening. Our first award is the Wellness Achievement Award that goes to a student who is exemplary and embodies exemplary effort and energy in wellness, and specifically physical wellness. Unfortunately, our recipient cannot be with us tonight. This year's recipient of the Wellness Achievement Award is senior Michael White. Our second Ralph Clough Award winner goes to a student who embodies exemplary commitment to the pursuit of overall wellness. The Academic Wellness Award for tonight goes to a student who is the representation of all that wellness stands for throughout one's life. She is the embodiment of true authenticity and servant leadership in the active pursuit of wellness for herself and all of those around her. She has excelled in everything that is wellness and that the Canton Wellness Department has grasped on. She continuously challenges herself and others to raise the bar of expectation for attaining lifelong wellness in every aspect and area of what they do. This year's Academic Wellness Award recipient is Senior Ashley Factory. To present our next awards, I'd like to introduce K-12 Department Head for World Language, Ms. Heidi Olson.
For the past 6 years, this student has demonstrated an unwavering enthusiasm for French and Francophone cultures. She is an engaged and motivated learner and a frequent contributor to our French club activities. She leads by example in her willingness to communicate only in French. Her ability to take risks with the language keeps the class discussions lively and fun. And her positive attitude, perhaps the greatest asset, helps to create a classroom culture where all students are welcomed and honored. Congratulations to Emily Kelly. This student is a capable, quick, and motivated learner who looks for opportunities to expand her understanding of the German language and culture. She seeks to learn challenging materials even before it's presented. That's how enthusiastic she is. She's an avid class participant, and her teacher, Mr. Dudley, is impressed by her ability to learn new concepts. It's with pleasure to present the Ralph Clough Award to Joanna Baumeister. Since grade 7, this student has demonstrated a passion for and a commitment to the Spanish language and cultures and community. She has continuously stood out as a leader in the classroom through her willingness to take academic risks and think about the course concepts in a creative and meaningful way. Given her intellectually curious nature, she regularly finds ways to communicate in Spanish outside of the classroom, such as reading a novel in Spanish with her teacher. During her sophomore year, this current AP Spanish language student was one of the first students to elect to take the Apple examination for proficiency. As a result of her efforts, she is one of the students who earned the Seal of Biliteracy earlier this evening, which is representative of her excellent command of the language and the admiration she has for the Spanish language and cultures. Congratulations to Leah Joseph. Introduce Assistant Principal Derek Small, who will present the book awards.
Thank you. The first book award, University of Rochester Bausch and Lomb Honorary Science Award. This award is presented to a student with high achievement and rigor in math and science. The student has made positive contributions to school and within the larger community. recipients will have their application fee waived and they are eligible for a merit scholarship of $10,000 per year. This year's winner, Aaron Nia. College Heights Award is intended to help promote and recognize academic achievement, service, and leadership. It is presented to a junior who has achieved at least 90% average in Regents, college preparatory or honors curriculum, and ranked in the top 25% of the class. This student must have significant contributions in leadership and service to the school and community at large. There is a potential of a $16,000 per year scholarship if the student attends Lemoyne College. This year's recipient, Bradley Proman. The Brown Book Award is presented to a junior who demonstrates academic excellence with clarity in written and spoken expression. This year's recipient, Brian Lee Union. Demonstrated exceptional academic achievement. This year's winner, Marcia Kolakifis. The Dartmouth Book Award is an award designed to encourage intellectual intelligence, excellence, and recognize student achievement. Recipients should be well-rounded, high-caliber, college-bound student who has excelled both academically and in extracurricular activities. This year's recipient, Disha Nayak. The Amelia College Key Award is presented to a student that must have a minimum GPA of 3.0 and have demonstrated outstanding school and community leadership. The recipient of this award is eligible for a $20,000 per year scholarship if they attend Amira College. The winner is Amelia Chen. Douglas and Susan B. Anthony Award from the University of Rochester is presented to a junior who demonstrates leadership, a commitment to understanding and addressing difficult social issues, a dedication to community action, and strong grades, including rigorous courses in humanities and social sciences. This year's winner is Hannah Gervais. The George Eastman Young Leaders Award from the University of Rochester is presented to a junior who demonstrates strong leadership at school and in the community, high grades in challenging courses, and extensive involvement in extracurricular activities. The winner of this award is Julia Cummings. The University of Rochester's Xerox Award for Innovation and Technology is presented to a junior with strong interest in innovation and/or information technology and a high level of achievement in this area. Exposure to new technologies outside of school, such as pursuing serious work opportunities in local laboratories or industry. Students also look for new approaches to solve old problems. This year's recipient is Anika Valuri. The Harvard Book Prize Award is presented to a junior who exemplifies excellence in scholarship and high character combined with achievement in other fields. This year's recipient, Tara Gagan. The LaSalle College Award is given to a junior who is academically strong, actively participating in extracurricular activities, and is interested in attending the institution like LaSalle College. This year's recipient, Liana Camille. The Rensselaer Medal is presented to a junior ranked in the top 10% of the class who excels in math and science courses and has completed chemistry, biology, lab-based physics, and at least 4 years of math, including pre-calculus by the end of high school. The student will demonstrate potential for success in challenging academic settings and exhibits significant involvement in extracurricular activities. This year's winner is Derek Ma. The Rochester Institute of Technology Business and Leadership Award. This award recognizes high school juniors who have distinguished themselves academically, are active and involved members of their school and community, and demonstrate interest and ability in business leadership and entrepreneurship. Superior grades in business and leadership-related classes are a must. Completion of a school or community project that demonstrates a high level of developing innovative solutions to problem solve, such as starting their own business, community service, or extensive involvement in leadership activities. If the student is accepted into RIT, this award comes with a $76,000 scholarship, $19,000 per year. This year's recipient, Margaret Durbin. St. Michael's Book Award is presented to 2 juniors who are likely National Honor Society inductees and demonstrate a sustained and sincere commitment to community service, issues of peace and justice, and concern for others. This award includes a $17,000 to full scholarship to St. Michael's should the recipient apply, are admitted, and enroll at that college. The winners of this award are Danica Cito and Samantha Pham. The Suffolk Book Award is presented to a junior who is active, enthusiastic, and successful participant in the overall high school experience. The student goes beyond what is expected, not only academically, but especially in extracurricular activities. This year's award winner, Brianna Abend. The Rochester Institute of Technology Computing Award recognizes high school juniors who have distinguished themselves academically and are active and involved members of the school community and demonstrate an interest and ability in computing. The recipient has superior grades in computing-related classes, completion of high school or community project that demonstrates high level of knowledge or experience in computing. If accepted into RIT, this comes with a $76,000 scholarship, $19,000 per year. The winner of this award is Michaela Costello. The Rochester Institute of Technology Science and Math Award recognizes the high school junior who have distinguished themselves academically, are active and involved members of the school community, and demonstrate interest and ability in science and math. The student shows superior grades in science or math-related courses, interest in pursuing college-level coursework in science or math, or interest in using science or math in other areas such as business, engineering, health sciences, technology, or computing. If accepted into RIT, this comes with a $76,000 scholarship, $19,000 per year. The winner is Hannah Isaac. The Rochester Institute of Technology Art and Design Award is recognized as a high school junior who has distinguished themselves academically, are active and involved members of the school community, and demonstrate outstanding achievement in art and design. The student will have superior grades in art and design related courses, use of creative and innovative thinking in such areas as art, crafts, design, film, animation, or photography, an extensive art portfolio, or receipt of art awards. If accepted to RIT, this award comes with a $76,000 scholarship, $19,000 per year. This year's recipient is Jaden Lamb. The Rochester Institute of Technology Women in STEM Award is an award that recognizes outstanding high school juniors who are female, female-identifying, or non-binary, and have distinguished themselves academically, are active and involved members in their school and community, and demonstrate high achievement, ability, and interest in science, computing, robotics, and/or math. Interest in pursuing college-level courses in such areas such as science, math, computing, engineering, technology, and health sciences. And if accepted into RIT, this comes with a $76,000 scholarship, $19,000 per year. The winner, Aya Kaeli. University of Vermont Citizen Scholar Book Award is awarded to high school students around the globe who demonstrate that spirit of citizenship and scholarship. They may have campaigned for a cause, founded a community action group, or conducted research aiding social progress. These students are movers, shakers, and change makers of the world. This year's recipient, Kevin LaBelle. College Book Award is presented to a student who must be a high school junior with a minimum GPA of 3.0, who exhibits strong leadership skills inside and outside of the classroom, have desire for hands-on learning through internships and experimental learning, and have college aspirations in their future. This year's recipient, Vanessa Crowley. St. Joseph Book Award is presented to a junior student who exemplifies academic excellence, leadership, and commitment to service. This year's recipient is Jamie Luke. This award recognizes and awards outstanding high school juniors for their exceptional academic achievement, leadership, and noteworthy extracurricular involvement. Junior scholars have the unique opportunity for non-binding early acceptance to High Point University and will receive an initial $2,500 scholarship per year, totaling $10,000 over 4 years if they enroll at High Point. The 5 recipients of this award are Caitlin Bigham, Julia Wilkinson, Mohit Arugula, Victoria Metsiska, and Leah Factor. I'd like to welcome Dr. Nick Fitzgerald to the podium.
Good evening. It is my honor to recognize this year's members of the Kent High School Century Club. The Century Club is a unique award to Kent High School and a few other local communities meant to honor students' academic achievements. Established decades ago, the Century Club honors the top 40 seniors, 30 juniors, 20 sophomores, and 10 ninth graders based on their unweighted GPAs. This evening, we will also recognize the 8 seniors who have been members of the Century Club for 4 years. So at this time, we'll recognize this year's ninth grade members of the Century Club.
We're going to get to a point we're going to call a lot of names, so I think it might be most efficient if students come up those stairs and down these stairs in front of me. So this time I'll call the 9th grade members. Macy Greitzer, Sandy Gugliotta, Sophia Stankovic, Alexa Piazza, Catherine Powers, Bharat Ramanathan, Riley Swearingen, Viviana Julia, Morgan Warburton, Sarah Wong, Dea Gerhard. At this time, we'll call Century Club members from the class of 2025, this year's 10th graders. Lean Antun, Mishka Baduamanda, Elani Baez, Kirsten Badate, Gisela Berardi, Michaela Brooks, Micah Chen, Leah Condon, James Cordero, Genevieve Waski, Daphne Golden, Emily Hales, Sonia Lee, Casey Lee, Sophie Mack, Annie McLean, Burma Tamara Pierre, Ethan Tran, Anthony Wong, Caroline Yee, Jovian Yu. Now we'll invite the members of this year's junior class to the stage. And they get crowded, so we'll have to be efficient with our space so we can kind of come all the way down. Brianna Aben, Maxim Alves, Daniel Gui, Keon Camillo, Amelia Chen, Michaela Costello, Vanessa Crowley, Isabella Brugnali, Julia Cummings, Margaret Durbin, Annika Belpucci, Tara Gagan, Dominic Gray, Hannah Isaac, Aya Kayali, Marcia Kolokitis, Jaden Lamb, Brian Lee Nguyen, Derek Marr, Caitlin Moltenbray, Disha Nayak, Aaron Diet, Samantha Pham, Rachel Piera, Abby Q, Kelly Schiavo, Danica Schiavo, Danica Cito, Noel Warburton, Benjamin Wilkins, and Diana Zahenko. the members of the class of 2023, there's 40 of us here, so we're going to just kind of do the assembly line, maybe just a loop through so that we don't have to try to fit all 40 students on stage. And then once everyone goes back to seats, we'll call up the 8 students who have been recipients for all 4 years. So now to introduce the members of the class of 2023 Century Club: Sierra Abbott, Colleen Bolger, Joanna Bowmeister, Nicholas Brooks, Sophia Carr, David Chapin, Leah Cohen, Atlas Curran Barker, Charlotte Davis, Carolyn Duran, Molly Dworsky, Ashley Factor, Rose Giglio, Michaela Gomes, Julia Gugliotta, Keith Cannon, Han Hong, Madis Kazievka, Christina Keith, Emily Kelly, Audrey Cohen, Francesca Lamparelli, Kitana Lee Garcia, Matthew Lesser, Allison Long, Abigail Martin, Emma Massey, Tema Mazonson, Michaela McCruz, Ryan McLean, Eva Morozova, Reagan Norton, Nandini Patel, Divit Ravi, Joshua Richards, Nadira Simon, Cameron Sue, Kaylee Tan, Alex Westhaver, Kelly Woodward, and Jessica Rice. Now I'd like to invite back to the stage the 8 members of the class of 2023 who have been Canton High School Century Club members for 4 years. Sierra Abbott, Sophia Carr, Julia Gugliotta, Keith Hannon, Madis Kazalievka, Nadira Simon, and Kelly Woodward.
Thank you, and we will double check that list. Ali Long, I think we missed you, and there might have been 1 or 2 out there too. So we get those lists at different times throughout the year, so we'll make sure and get those plaques printed if we missed anyone. So it's my pleasure to close out the evening with the announcement of our salutatorian and valedictorian for the class of 2023. These distinctions are based on cumulative weighted grade point average and are reflective of achievement and excellence throughout all 4 years of high school. The salutatorians, yes, we had a tie this year, so we have 2, are the seniors that have achieved the second highest grade point average. Please join me in honoring this year's salutatorians, Rose Giglio and Keith Hannon. The class valedictorian is an academic distinction conferred upon the student with the highest weighted grade point average in the graduating class. This distinction represents the highest level of achievement and academic excellence across some of our most challenging courses. I am proud to announce the valedictorian of the class of 2023, Nadira Said. That concludes our Scholastic Honors Night. I would like to again thank all of our support staff and presenters and offer another congratulations to all the recipients and their families. Please enjoy all the milestones and celebrations as we make our way closer to graduation. Cherish every special moment. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the evening.